vote for Alan Kyerematen as president in the general elections in December 2024 in this country. Long live the alliance, long live Ghana. Ghana will rise again.
Abusuafo ye di wie no na ye di wie wo ye nimunyamfo Alan Kyerematen, the new elected flag bearer for the Alliance for Revolutionary Change Party a eneno eyamanyuko hurubebe na mo Ghana for so many years Sh0ck mo dey badwaso no eneno Alan ana oda wo ma no bibia ewie ye na se bibia to twa ye no onya adaje ebegina simpie so etu nanum tuo ekeka nsem ebre na e de kire ye doma na mo atwa ahia membesa me ametena ha na makeka nsem no e de ama Alan Kyerematen woni nsem bia no ada okan ye e wo UPS auditorium akra wo bra na wo pow eye new revolutionary party bi o mo de abadwaso no kamhuni mbowrem wona kache wo bra na odi nsem do na etudwa ene enekura no obi a obeyi no se ombambeje ne running mate kura emfama eye party a enwada omopa hontoma ewo eye UPS auditorium mayenti nsem no bi emrasisie
Boy, I can feel the electrical energy in this auditorium. The leadership and members of the Alliance for Revolutionary Change, the leadership and senior representatives of political parties and other political groups, my own colleagues and comrades of the movement for change from around the country, Excellencies, members of the diplomatic corps, Nime, Name, our revered clergy, distinguished invited guests, friends from the media, fellow countrymen and women. Let me start first by expressing my profound gratitude to you all for accepting our invitation to be part of this important function. I give thanks to the Almighty God for making this day possible. I wish to also express my sincere appreciation to the leadership of the Alliance for Revolutionary Change for their dedication throughout the deliberations leading to the establishment of the Alliance. I would also like to thank them for the trust and confidence reposed in me in unanimously endorsing my candidature to contest as the presidential candidate of the Alliance in the upcoming general elections. Fellow countrymen and women, we are gathered here today for a very simple but historic event, which marks a watershed moment in the political history of our country. The historical significance of this event does not lie simply in the coming together of different political entities. Indeed, we have had alliances and coalitions of political groups at different times in our political history. The significance of today's event lies in the fact that we are initiating a process that will redefine the architecture of political governance in our country. This process, by the grace of God, will lead to the election of the first independent candidate as President of the Republic of Ghana. It will also lead to the establishment of the first truly representative government in Ghana's history. A government of national unity which will be made up of representatives from different political parties, the business community, labor unions, civil society, professional bodies, faith-based organizations, traditional authorities, and other interest groups, including traders, farmers, fishermen, artisans, among others. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, never before in the history of our country has there been a more compelling case for change and transformation in all spheres of our national life: political, social, and economic. This is what revolutionary change is all about, and has informed our choice of the name of this alliance. After 67 years of independence, we are still grappling with the fundamental challenges of development: an economy in crisis, an extraordinarily high level of unemployment, a declining healthcare delivery system, an educational system that does not respond to our current and future development needs, the rampant and irresponsible exploitation of our natural resources, and the deplorable state of infrastructure, including but not limited to road and rail networks, energy, water, and sanitation. We certainly deserve better than this as a people. But the challenge for us is, how do we fix this? Fellow countrymen and women, to overcome our challenges, I propose the following 6 fundamental considerations. 1, ushering in a new type of leadership in Ghana. Leadership that is visionary, competent, accountable, transparent, action-oriented, results-driven, and compassionate. A leadership that will fight corruption ruthlessly and lead by example, and not provide a safe haven for corrupt political appointees and other public officials. 2, implementing transformational policies. Governance is about policy making and execution. What Ghana needs now are transformational policies in all sectors, namely in the macroeconomy, in the productive sectors, including industry, trade, agriculture, tourism, in infrastructure development, in social services delivery, including health, education, and sports, in the responsible management of our natural resources, and in the progressive constitutional reforms to improve governance. In this regard, it is worth noting that the Alliance has agreed unanimously to adopt the Great Transformational Plan of the Movement for Change as the Alliance's blueprint for Ghana's economic transformation. Number 3, making private sector the real engine of growth and development. The development of the most powerful economies in the world has been anchored on and driven by a vibrant private sector, strongly supported by government. The private sector in Ghana, including micro, small, and medium enterprises, must be the agents of the transformation of our economy. 4, building a united Ghana. The divisiveness in our body politic, driven by the duopoly of the two dominant parties, the NDC and the NPP, has been the major destabilizing factor for progress in Ghana. To overcome this, there's an urgent and critical need for a new political system that will move Ghana beyond the duopoly. This is the only way we can build a truly representative government, eliminate the current winner-takes-all syndrome, ensure the continuity of government projects, and avoid the arrogance associated with political power. To facilitate this process, Ghana will require a leader who is elected not on the basis Ghana has a young population with 73% of its population under the age of 35. We cannot, as a nation, reap the demographic dividend without focusing on the group that represents the future of our country. In a similar vein, women constitute over 50% of our population. They constitute the largest section of our farming and trading communities, and in many cases, they are the breadwinners in our households. Gender mainstreaming must therefore be a development imperative if we want to exploit the full potential of our female human resource. Number 6, and last but not the least, inspiring a revolutionary change in the mindset and behavior of Ghanaians. The lack of progress in the development of our country could be, to a large extent, attributed to attitudes and behaviors that are not conducive to transformation. The indiscipline, the lack of respect for the rule of law, and the inordinate clamor for wealth is a cancer in our Ghanaian society. For Ghana to transform, we need first to transform our own mindsets. Fellow countrymen and women, these 6 considerations that I've outlined above constitute the driving force underpinning the establishment of the Alliance for Revolutionary Change. Individually and collectively, we as partners of the Alliance have been motivated by these considerations in our quest for political power. In coming together as a group, we have agreed to focus on factors that unite us rather than those that divide us. This, in my view, is what makes this alliance not only a powerful force, but an enduring one. As citizens, we owe it a moral obligation to generations preceding us who sacrificed to build this great nation, and to our children and generations yet unborn to build a Ghana that works, not just for those in political office or those who have access to politicians, but a Ghana that works for all Ghanaians. When politicians are voted into power, they are expected to empower the people rather than empowering and enriching themselves. I'm committed to leading an effort when voted as president to create a new political culture in our country that will guarantee equal opportunities for all. Ghana remains the jewel of Africa, the oasis of peace, and the shining star of our continent. Let us work together to leverage these positive characteristics and build a prosperous, united, and peaceful Ghana. Fellow countrymen and women, in conclusion, I invite you all to join hands with the Alliance for Revolutionary Change to usher in a new era of hope, opportunity, and progress in Ghana. Vote for Alan Kyerematen as president in the general elections in December 2024 in this country. Long live the Alliance, long live Ghana. Ghana will rise again. May God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. I thank you for your kind attention.
Abusiafo nsem we bi ana ekọ social media no so de ba so mo ewo efidikesi so adabo frofin sheet na den na mo so asene emeden sempa we ebe so mo edini asona ka ekire adwakro mo na metenam do so ko nsem ni bia ekọ so oyo fofo na subscribe page ma subscribe page like leave comment ewo comment section na na menken kan fama afoforo nso ehu de ekọ so ewo yamanyo semu say yawo de say ne no Alan John Kojo Kyerematen etimi any other parties akabom the party foforo ebedwa so aba be break the duopoly of the National Democratic Congress ne New Patriotic Party amanyo kore dia and if comment section as ni ntimi ehu enkenkan aha na bi nsemi nesi bye bye
eba enchansen papa de border so pa dia eno ane adabo roofings enraste resist heat anafe ensam feeding so na ni premium color materials o de border so nti Oma warranty more rishimu. So pe adabo roofings wo kumase ne mpatamu a fo ani kire ehwa overseas junction wo enkran ene ne mpatamu so odi wani be kire Pokuasi station wa na ne main factory de wo mfansi a eben mupa fre adabo na ne wo mu ni dwa esanse se fa enchansen papa de bodan so pa de a wo mu ni kenkon obi ani ho